What are the harsh truths about building a personal brand I know at 39? I wish I knew at 20. Hey there. Let's talk about some important stuff when it comes to making your mark online. I've learned a bunch of things over the years, and looking back, I wish I knew these when I was 20. So, let's dive into it. First off, being visible online isn't a cakewalk. It's a bit like a roller coaster ride. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. But here's the thing. Winners in this game need mental strength. You can't just work hard. You have to enjoy what you're doing. Think about it like this. Imagine you're a performer on stage. The audience can be fickle. They might love you one minute and forget about you the next. That's how the internet can feel. So, you need to develop a thick skin and enjoy the ride, even when it gets bumpy. Now forget about finding the perfect path. There isn't one. What matters more is helping others. Yeah, people don't really care about you or your fancy words. They care about what you can do for them. So keep that in mind. When you're building your personal brand, it's not just about showing off how great you are. It's about how you can solve problems for others. Maybe you're teaching them something new, entertaining them, or inspiring them. Whatever it is, make sure your focus is on adding value to their lives. Being real is crucial, but it's not all about you. It's about helping others see themselves in you. Keep your expectations low. High hopes won't make things easier. You'll face boredom, frustration, and haters along the way. Let's be real. Not everyone is going to like you, and that's okay. In fact, it's normal. You'll encounter people who disagree with you, criticize you, or just plain don't like what you're doing. But here's the thing. That's part of the game. You can't please everyone, so don't even try. Speaking of haters, they'll come at you from all angles, but don't sweat it. Losing some followers and ticking off a few folks can actually be a good sign. It means you're doing something different. When you start getting noticed, you're going to attract all kinds of attention, including some negative vibes. But here's a secret. Haters mean you're doing something right. Think about it. If everyone loved what you were doing, you probably wouldn't be pushing any boundaries. So, embrace the haters and keep doing your thing. Now, here's a harsh truth. No matter how awesome your content is, sometimes the internet gods just won't show it to people. It's not always fair, but that's the game we're playing. You could pour your heart and soul into creating the most amazing content, but if the algorithms don't favor you, it might not get seen by many people. It's frustrating, but it's something you have to accept when you're working online. Just keep creating great stuff, and eventually, the right people will notice. You'll need to spread your wings across different platforms, try new things, and keep at it, even when your ego takes a hit. And watch out for those so-called friends who might be secretly hoping for your downfall. It's a rough world out there, especially online. When you're building your personal brand, it's essential to diversify. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Try out different platforms, experiment with different types of content, and see what works best for you. And remember, not everyone who smiles at you is your friend. Some people might be jealous of your success and secretly hope you fail. It's not a pleasant thought, but it's something you need to be aware of. Oh, and don't put up a front of perfection. People dig authenticity, so don't be afraid to show your flaws and fumbles. That's what builds real connections. One of the biggest mistakes you can make when building your personal brand is trying to be perfect. Nobody is perfect, and pretending to be will only push people away. Embrace your imperfections and be real with your audience. They'll appreciate your honesty, and it'll help you build a deeper connection with them. Now, building your audience isn't all flashy. It's about doing the same boring stuff consistently. But hey, find a way to enjoy the grind. That's what separates the pros from the rest. Consistency is key when it comes to building your personal brand. You can't just post sporadically and expect to see results. You need to show up consistently, day in and day out, and put in the work. It might not always be glamorous, but if you stick with it, you'll see the payoff in the long run. Remember, it's not always the smartest or most skilled who win the game. It's the ones who stick around, day in and day out, even when others are throwing shade. Success in building your personal brand isn't just about talent or skill. It's about resilience and perseverance. There will be times when you feel like giving up, but if you keep pushing forward, you'll eventually reach your goals. And here's a golden rule: care for your tribe. Keep it simple when you communicate. No need for fancy talk, just speak from the heart. Your audience is your most valuable asset when building your personal brand. So make sure you take care of them. Listen to their feedback, engage with them, and always put their needs first. And when you're communicating with them, keep it simple. Fancy language might sound impressive, but it won't resonate with the majority of your audience. And guess what? Nothing under the sun is truly original. So don't be afraid to learn from others. There are plenty of folks who've walked this path before you. Take what works and make it your own. When it comes to building your personal brand, there's no shame in learning from others. In fact, it's a smart move. Look to those who have succeeded before you for inspiration and guidance. Take their strategies and adapt them to fit your own style and personality. After all, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Lastly, showing up consistently isn't about being superhuman. It's about knowing why you're here and taking care of yourself along the way. Building your personal brand is a marathon, not a sprint. So make sure you take care of yourself along the way. Get enough sleep, eat healthily, and take breaks when you need them. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. So there you have it. Building your personal brand isn't a walk in the park, but with the right mindset and perseverance, you got this. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Watch more videos by clicking on this video right over here.